Good morning, folks. It is March 16th. Yesterday I did that mountain bike race. Felt like absolute trash. Definitely not recovered from my crash a week ago, and it was probably pretty dumb that I actually raced. Today is the Real West Gravel race in Pendleton, Oregon. So the question is, am I actually going to do this? I shouldn't even be asking myself if I should be doing this. But if I do pin the number on and line up, I'm gonna treat it like a recovery ride, or just a ride, instead of actually racing it. And man, I've never done that before. That is like goes against every competitive grain in my body to not actually just give it my best effort. But I'm broken, so I guess we'll see if I actually do this or not, whether I even post this video, because sometimes stuff happens. All right, let's see. Well, clearly you can tell I pinned a number on and decided to go. A couple things about this race. The camping area was fantastic. Might have been one of the best camping venues we've had. This is this big community park, and there was tons of room for vans and motorhomes, and that made it great. This is Mike Ripley, the promoter. He runs Mudslinger events. He does about 15 events throughout the year. He's a class act. He's my team.
Chris and Chris, two of my least favorite people on the planet.
Anyway, this is the start here of the elite men and women, not big elite fields. They were doing the long course, which was 67 miles and 5,000 feet of climbing. This is the start of the non-elite fields, the age group fields. And you can see this is about 200 people that started this long course. That is not the way it finished up. It ended up being about 100 people that finished that long course, because many people ended up bailing and doing the short course. This is the start of my race. This is the short course. We were 2 minutes behind the short course. Oh, here's another shot of the long course leaving. Anyway, this is my race starting. We started 2 minutes after the long course people were, and I thought, okay, let's just roll out and see how you feel, and we'll just kind of roll with it. Conditions were not good. It was kind of sprinkling. It had rained off and on most of the night, and so it was a bit muddy. What do you see here? I'm freaking passing people. What is wrong with me? My brain is broken. I cannot turn it off. What are you doing, Hepler? Just turn it off. Okay. For whatever reason, I decided, okay, I'm just gonna go out for this first hour and just see how I feel. This ended up being a 3.5 hour race for me. And what did I end up doing? Within 2 miles of the start, I'm in the front group. Okay, so this front group was only 10 people. I ended up it was downhill on the start. So of course I'm gonna go fast. I like to go downhill fast. And I caught right up to the front group, and then I thought, okay, I'll just stay with them for a while. I wasn't working too terribly hard. The person on my left is Juliet Hochman. She ended up winning the short course race. She's in her 50s. She's a stellar athlete. I've raced with her a whole lot. The guy on my right, that's Tom Counts. Here he is on my left. Tom Counts, he is my teammate. I just started racing a couple years ago, and he just killed it today. Good job, Tom. I think he ended up 4th in his age group, which I'm super proud of. And here we are, kind of cruising down a hill, and somebody kind of picked it up, and I thought, oh, I can kind of go with that. This is Dino ahead of me. He's kind of a guy I've raced with quite a bit the last couple years. And what ends up happening as I go downhill? I'm on the freaking front. What are you doing, Hepler? Stop racing. Your body needs to recover, and I can't even. I can't get out of my own way. Somebody should have taken my bike and hid it in the van. Anyway, that's kind of what happened. I only did this for about the first hour. After the first hour, I scaled it way back. I just decided, okay, you've had your fun, now stop and just ride the rest of this course. And so that's what I did. I just kind of rode the rest of this course. And I mean, I didn't like completely shut it off. I just scaled it way back here. Here's a power file from my whole race, and you can see that red stuff on the left side. That's that first hour where I was kind of giving it a little bit of gas and seeing how I'm feeling, and I ended up just turning it way back down. Okay, this spot on the course was treacherous as hell. It was a steep downhill that led into a...
Everybody good?
Look at lots of crashes. Lots of people
You guys
crashed
okay?
right here. There was a section of mud that had big gullies in it, and it was very difficult to navigate. If you were offline at all, you were sliding out and going down. There were dozens of people that went down there. Dozens of people crashed there. I just talking to some of my teammates, there were 4 of my teammates who crashed in that spot. And so it was tricky. I have done a lot of bike surfing, you might call it, 2-wheel sliding, and for whatever reason I got through that section pretty cleanly. However, the mud was so nasty and peanut buttery and thick, many people had trouble with their drivetrains. And even me, my chain gummed up and came off. This happened to a lot of people. Fortunate for me, I didn't break anything. I looked down, oh, my chain is filled with mud, so it popped right off, and the mud like solidified up. It like so that it wouldn't like go into the grooves of the chain ring, and if that pops off, it's just really difficult. I was able to get my chain ring right back on, check it, yep, it's still working, hopped right back on and was able to go. So I only stopped there for, I don't know, 15 or 20 seconds to get myself back rolling. That was not the case with a lot of people. I knew people that broke chains. I knew people that had to stop for many, many minutes and get things cleaned out. This was another extremely treacherous spot on the course. Luckily, they had a guy standing there telling you to slow down and to move to the left side of the course, because the right side of the course had a huge gully in it that was unrideable. Thankfully, he was there. Thank you, Ripley, for sending that guy out there. And then we ended up in this fantastic downhill that had this tailwind, and this poor dude was completely spun out, and I just ripped right past him. Why was he spun out? He probably has a small chain ring on it. Most of these gravel bikes come with like 38 tooth chain rings. Yeah, there was ambulances going back to pick up people who crashed.
To film me crossing the finish line because I was kind of out of it.
And I put a 46 on my front chain ring so that I don't spin out as easy, because I like to go downhill fast.
How'd it go, Gibbo?
Kind of what it is. Here's my buddy Ian Gibson, little post-race commentator.
I'm pretty wrecked.
Just my quads are.
Look at our beautiful faces. You can't even see on the camera.
You can't even tell that I've got bare legs here. Look, this is my legs.
Wait, no, there you go. Look at that.
So yes, I did the whole race. It ended up being about 47 miles. I just did the short course. It was about 4,000 feet of climbing, 3.5 hours. Many people, like 100 people, ended up going from the long course to the short course because conditions were ugly. For whatever reason, I ended up 18th overall in the short course out of like 220 people, and I was about 7th out of 60 in my age group. So for whatever reason, I still kind of moved okay, even though I kind of shut it down. Hey, leave a comment. Let me know how much of an idiot I am.